What's going on, people? Welcome back to the MU stand. Erik ten Hag has suffered a nightmare start to the season. Brighton, have been excellent. Let's give them credit before we actually start criticizing Manchester United. United look very, very fragile in this game. And it's the same problem we've seen before. We've seen it last season. We've seen it again. A question has to be asked about the personality of this team. And a big problem, out of possession, this team looks extremely weak. They look so open. In the first half, if we could start from the first half, they started okay, had a great chance, but Fernandes, he had to hit the target there. He was wide open. We had the first chance of the match and Bruno missed. But after that, I think Brighton have been excellent. The gaps between this Manchester United midfield is just unbelievable. We shouldn't be surprised. We've spoken about this in the team. The personality of the new manager, and of course he will need time, but I go back to the middle of the park here. We started in this match, McTominay and Fred. We've seen what these two players did last season. I don't know why Erik ten Hag decided to play them today. It's just, I'm super mad that he chose Fred and McTominay in the middle of the park. I think that cost us this game. If you look at the goals, Fernandes and Eriksen, that gap is all over the place. Go watch back the first goal. Is just crazy. And out of possession, Manchester United are so poor, and any team in the Premier League will just rip us apart. I know it's early days, guys, but I'm going back to the habit that they had last year. It's well and good when you're doing when you are like in possession, you act like you're good on the ball, but when you're out of it, you have to be strong, you have to be solid. Crazy. It's just crazy, guys. I'm just gonna go straight into the players rating, guys. Looking at David De Gea, I would give him 3 out of 10. There's a big question on David De Gea, if he will be to adapt to Erik ten Hag's game. There are positive signs early on, but in terms of distribution, I think David De Gea needs to do a lot. And on that second goal, I blame him for that second goal. He basically saved it, and he puts it right on the plate for another player to score, for a Brighton player. I give him 3 out of 10. But before I move on to the next player, guys, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and get your comments in. By the way, what do you think about the performance we've seen so far? In this first match. And the question for the day is, did you agree with the starting 11? Did you guys agree with the starting 11 that Ten Hag went in this game? Get your comments in. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your feelings. Do you disagree? Do you agree with my point of view? Get in the comment sections and let me know what you guys think about the performance and the lineup. But let's go and move on to Dalot. I would give him 4 out of 10, Dalot. He had an okay game, an early heavy touch, led to a chance for a Brighton player, if I recall that. He was good in possession for the majority of the time, but with some nice forward passes to move United up on the pitch. He also had a hand in the goal as well, quite literally. It hit his back and somehow ricocheted and went in. But overall, I think in terms of defending and everything, I would give him a 4. Harry Maguire, for me, is 3 out of 10. Atrocious performance from Harry Maguire. Even in the beginning, if you guys watched it with me, the watch along, I explained this thoroughly, that Maguire shouldn't be starting with Martinez. Maguire cannot play a high press game. He can't play that high press. He doesn't have no pace. He can't track back. Every time Brighton was just getting into our box easily. And he is nowhere. For Brighton's first goal, he lacks the awareness. It was evident again. Playing Danny Welbeck onside for that first goal. If you guys watch the highlight. I mean, he was given the run around by both Welbeck and the other guy's name, I forgot. And he also was booked for getting involved in a needless tussle with Trossard, I believe. So, I mean, Maguire was shit to me. I mean, he was shit. I'm just being honest and I'm putting it out there. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you guys what I feel. So that's how it is. Lisandro Martinez, I give him 4 out of 10. In my opinion, he was a little bit better than Maguire, but in terms of defending, I mean, I think it was average. I don't think he did magnificent, but I don't think he did bad as well. I mean, I think this is his first game, so I think he did okay, and I'll give him 4 out of 10. I think he was the only alive he was only a live defender if I had to pick out of those 4. He couldn't do enough in that first goal. He was booked in the first half after United had lost the control of the game. Very unlucky not to give away a penalty as well, I believe, after shoving on Welbeck. I think he's certainly not the worst on the pitch, but very tough debut for him. I would give him 4 out of 10. Luke Shaw had a hand in both Brighton goals. I mean, he caught sleeping for that first goal. And for the second one, he was just far too long to cover. I mean, which allowed actually the initial shot. And he left a huge space down the left for Brighton to penetrate. Malacia should start next week. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. Malacia has to start over Shaw. Malacia had a better preseason than Shaw, but somehow Shaw started this game. I'm baffled by that decision, really. I'll give him 3 out of 10, Shaw. Okay, let's move on quickly to Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay again, 1 out of 10. Weak midfielder. I mean, he is weak on the ball. He lost that ball for that first goal and the second goal. I believe he's also involved. McTominay was not good today. He's never good. I mean, when did we see McTominay and Fred play well? I mean, I'm okay with Fred, but you can't play both. I mean, both can't create in the middle of the park. They both struggle. So how do we play McFred again is beyond me. That is the coach's decision, and he's gonna have to live by that. He's really gonna have to live by that. Like I was saying, I mean, McTominay was weak in duels, which cost United a couple of times. I mean, he tripped himself up when trying to carry the ball forward, which sums up all his performance. I mean, he lost the ball. It led to a Brighton first goal and gave the ball away, which led to a chance for Welbeck early in the second half. He was also lucky not to see a red card after that reckless tackle on Caicedo, I believe, which was, I mean, he was booked for that, but I think it could have been a red. His whole performance, I mean, ended in the 78 minutes. He was coming off for Donny van de Beek. So weak performance for McTominay. I would give him a 1. Let's move on to Fred. He struggled all afternoon playing in a deeper role, which doesn't necessarily suit him. He gave the ball away with a lost pass to give to Trossard, I believe. Another early opportunity, but recovered well. Another shot from 40 yards in the first half made him reach for the vodka. Really, I mean, too slow to react for Brighton's second goal. If you watch the ball, or if you watch the second goal, I mean, he is to blame for that. He was too slow to react for that one. And he also got subbed off for Cristiano in the 53rd minute, I believe. Bad performance by Fred and McTominay, same for me. Weak midfield. Let's move on to Eriksen. Eriksen again, I mean, I give him 4 out of 10. Seems to settle into that false 9 position well, but could have perhaps done better with the chance around the 24th minute mark when Bruno slipped him in, but appeared to stumble and didn't make a clean contact. He struggled to influence the game, much like Martinez, and a very tough first outing for his new club. I mean, it's a very tough performance by Eriksen. I'll give him 4 out of 10. Jadon Sancho, I was really disappointed by Jadon Sancho. I think Jadon Sancho's probably worst performance I ever seen, to be honest. Anything he did just didn't work. I'll give him 5 out of 10. He was involved in some kind of good play. He released McTominay with a great pass in the first half, which led to Bruno's chance. And he also had a fantastic switch release for Bruno, who ran and created the first half for Eriksen. It's just overall, in my opinion, though, he loses the ball a lot of times. And in that danger zone, he wasn't creative enough for me to give him an average rating here. I'll give him a 5. That is below average. I mean, 6 is the average, guys, and everybody was below average. Let's move on to Bruno quickly. He had a great chance. I'll give him 2 out of 10 to start off. He had a great chance in that first half, first 10 minutes, which he glazed way over the bar. Generally, he was very wasteful with the ball. He squandered a great opportunity to cross when Eriksen found him in a space with a searching ball. Bruno reverted to basically type, particularly in that second half where he hit and hope. I just don't get this Hollywood pass from Bruno. He always tries this. I thought that's gonna stop under Ten Hag, and it keeps happening. He's done that a couple of times in this game as well. Just Hollywood pass. Stop doing that, Bruno. Please stop. Let's move on to Rashford. Rashford again, I'll give him 2. He looked completely off the pace. Loses, he can't, his touches wasn't there as well. Poor decision making. Often found himself in good areas, but continued to run directly into defense all too regularly. And missed a sitter as well on the half-hour mark, I believe, in the 60th minute when Cristiano set him up. He was 1-on-1 with Sanchez, and he missed that. And just minutes later, he spawned another chance at the back far post, which I think a cross came in from Bruno. He missed another chance as well. I'll give him 2. He should have had, he should have done better in this game. He should have at least scored 1. He's a 2 out of 10 performance for me. Let's quickly move on to the subs before we wrap up here, guys. Cristiano, I'll give him a 6. He came on for Fred in the 53rd minute with United 2-0 down already. I think it's a mistake not to start Cristiano in this game. United looked much better when Cristiano was on the pitch, I believe. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I think. And it didn't take him long, actually, to make an impact. He puts the ball on a plate for Rashford, who hits the ball straight at the goalkeeper when he was 1-on-1. Rashford missed 1-on-1. That chance was created by Cristiano, the GOAT. He looked lively in the final third, but the damage was already done, guys. Was 2-0 down already, so there is nothing he could have done. So I give him an average performance. I give him 6 out of 10. Moving on to Donny van de Beek. I think he came on for McTominay with 15 minutes to go. His time on the pitch was sparing, but much like we saw in preseason, he found it really difficult to make an impact in this game, and did his best impression, basically, of the invisible man, you call. The invisible man is what you call Donny. He came on, didn't make an impact in this match. I'll give him 5 out of 10, but could have been 4 as well. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comment section what you think about each one's performance. Leave your comments below. Do you disagree with the ratings that I have? If you disagree, let me know in the comment section. And gonna wrap up here. It's a disappointing start for Manchester United to lose their first home game. Disappointing start for Erik ten Hag's first home match, first Premier League match. Hopefully can get better, but the Glazers, the board, they need to back him. This team is completely not ready. We saw it. We called it last time as well before this game. We said we need 2-3 more signings to compete with the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham. That's where we at now. These fans know exactly now. Some fans thought, oh, get rid of Cristiano. Here's the problem in this team. Here is the problem. He needs to leave. Please, watch the reality. Watch the games. Don't just listen to the media. Watch the games. The team struggled without Cristiano. It's not about Cristiano. The team suffered last season. It's because the team is shit. There is weakness all over the field. We need to sign a midfielder. We need to sign the right-wing striker. Right-wing attacker. We need to sign another striker. We need to probably sign another right-back. So there's a lot of weakness in this team, but these are my match reactions, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this. Thank you for watching. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.